Hi there, I'm Andy and welcome to my channel about crypto. In today's video, I want to talk about the project that I mentioned a couple of times already, and that's EverEarn. There were quite a few interesting new developments around the project, so I think it's important to give you an update on them. So if you've seen my previous videos about EverEarn, you're already familiar with the website and with the project. If you're not familiar with them, please do check them out. I'll put a link in the description and also at the end of this video. But in short, it's a project that belongs to the category of reflective tokens. So essentially, by holding the token, you are getting some sort of rewards. In this case, it's 11% of BUSD. But also what I find really interesting about this platform is that this is this one big platform that keeps developing, which has all the necessary tools, especially for anyone new to crypto, but also for people familiar with the space, but just wanting to have everything in one place. And I will show you that in a minute. So I won't spend too much time, of course, talking about the project. I will just focus on the new developments. So if we just scroll through the website, you've seen probably before that there is the NFT marketplace, there is the swap app. I covered both in the previous videos. They've been out for quite a while. And also EverEarn wallet and tracker. And although it says coming soon here, actually, if you go to the EverEarn dashboard, which is right here at the top, you can then access the tracker. I have the dashboard open in a separate tab here. So this is my EverEarn account. I'll talk about it in a minute. But basically here on the side, you have various tools. And in those add-ons section, you have the EverSwap, you have rewards calculator if you wanted to play with different amounts and what sort of rewards you would get. You have your NFT minting, which, like I said, has been live for a while. I've made a video about this previously. You can see your NFTs, and I minted one a while ago just as a test. And also now there's this My Wallet option. And when you click on it, it will, at the moment I'm connected with my MetaMask, and will actually pick up whatever is in my MetaMask, whatever is in this specific account, and I will get all the balances here. And then if I go back to the EverSwap, one thing that I mentioned a couple of times before is it's really cool that you can just buy BNB, and then, of course, with that BNB, you can buy other tokens just simply with your debit card. And basically, this means that the project now becomes this, like I said before many times, just sort of one place where you can do absolutely everything. You can just essentially log in, and just with your debit card or credit card, you can start buying crypto. You can then start earning rewards on EverEarn token. You can mint NFTs. You can buy other tokens via the swap platform. So basically, you can do literally everything or almost everything at the moment that's possible in the crypto space, just all on this one platform, which I think is incredibly important, especially for new people to crypto. Because let's be honest, if you've been in the crypto space for a while, this is probably all really straightforward. But if you are new to the space, and I see this all the time with people who are just starting in crypto, it can be quite intimidating. So I mentioned this in a couple of other videos as well, that I think any project that makes it easier for newcomers to interact with crypto and to explore different options within the crypto space is incredibly valuable, because it's just essentially flattening that learning curve. It's so much easier to just buy some BNB and then some other tokens and then mint some NFTs all within this one ecosystem here, rather than, let's say, set up your MetaMask, then buy some crypto on, I don't know, Coinbase or any other exchange, buy some ETH, transfer that ETH to your MetaMask, then connect the MetaMask to OpenSea, pay a fee to be able to trade on OpenSea, and so on and so on. So I think that's the true value of this project, the simplicity and the fact that everything can be done in one place. And then if we look at the roadmap, I'll just quickly scroll down. So I mentioned this in my first video about this project, that the roadmap is very, very detailed. There's a lot of stuff going on, especially from the beginning of this year. I mean, January, that was a huge list. A lot was happening in February as well. And as you can see, all those targets were actually reached. We are now in March, and there's a really long list for March. I cannot even fit everything on one screen. and they already hit some of the milestones, already hit some of the objectives. There are new contract audits happening pretty much all the time, which I think is really, really important. I mentioned before that the team is doxed, which is also really important. It's really confidence inspiring, especially longer term or for longer term investments. Also, there is a platform coming up for IDOs, so a launchpad, which if you're familiar with launchpads, where they always present really good opportunities for investment. Essentially, you can get into the project before, or you can buy the token before that token hits all the exchanges. So you can buy it at a much, much lower price. And therefore, it's much easier to make profit, potentially even very, very big profit. So that will be now integrated. And again, this goes back to the whole thing I said about this platform being just one place for everything. So again, for any newcomers to the space, well, that's yet another thing they can try out in a crypto space, IDOs, without going to a different platform, without, I don't know, buying a number of tokens on CDFI or whatever to be able to participate in their IGOs or IDOs. So I think that's hugely, hugely important that everything will be happening in this one ecosystem. So yeah, there is a lot going on in March, as you can see, and then another long list for April and so on. Also, the project founders are doing a daily or almost daily AMAs on YouTube. They're really long and thorough AMAs as well. They're usually about an hour long, so it's a great opportunity to find out more about the project. Of course, then there's a very busy live Telegram channel, so you can also participate in that and find out more. So it's a project where a lot is going on, which makes me incredibly bullish. I think it will do really well. With that being said, if we look at the price of the token now, of course, it dipped quite considerably in the recent days. I'm saying of course because, well, let's be honest, the whole market is not exactly performing great. If we look at price of Bitcoin right now, okay, the last couple of days we've seen a bit of recovery, and we are actually testing bull market support band. At the moment we're testing 21-week EMA, 21-week EMA, I believe, or just about. So problem is though that we've been rejected from that level a couple of times. And if that happens again, well, of course, that will hit the prices of altcoins yet again. Basically, whenever Bitcoin stays below its bull market support band, well, alts tend to bleed quite a bit. But what's even worse is if Bitcoin is approaching that bull market support band and it keeps getting rejected, as it was here. Well, in fact, it was rejected here, here, then here. It remains to be seen what will happen next. I think everyone is hopeful that we'll finally break above it, but until we break above it and stay above it, it's fair to assume that altcoins, especially low cap altcoins, are likely to get hit pretty hard. So I'm not particularly surprised that the price of EverEarn suffered in the recent days because, well, if you look at my other videos and other altcoins I often talk about, especially in the crypto gaming space, they're all going down as well. Of course, on one hand, this sucks for people who already invested, especially at a slightly higher price, myself including. But at the same time, it's a great buying opportunity if you are new to the project. The entry point is really good. If you look at the charts, we are pretty close to the prices we were, or we are roughly at the same level we were here at the beginning of the year. And then we had this massive, massive pump. And it's quite safe to assume that whenever there is a bit of a bull run, this pump will happen again. Of course, most likely much, much bigger. The market cap is tiny, around 7 million, just over 7 million, which is pretty much in line with fully diluted market cap. So the potential for growth is absolutely immense. And then finally, especially when we see price action like this, it's important to remember that although the yield you get on this token is not as huge as on some other projects, it's 11% when comparing to some projects which may offer you hundreds or thousands of percent. But what you are earning is not the token itself, it's not the earn token, you're earning BUSD. And if you look at the example here, where is my dashboard? Okay, so it's only very small investment I have here. But, and I've been only holding it for the last, I don't know, about 3 weeks or so, I think. But my BUSD earnings are already $12. Okay, it's not a huge amount, but it's just the principle that from a small investment in a short amount of time, I think my initial investment was around $400, and of course that's reduced by the tax you pay on every purchase and sale. So that's this part here. So basically from every purchase and sale there is 15% deducted. So my initial investment was below $400, and in a short period of time already got like 12 BUSD. And that's an important thing, because although my investment currently is worth less than when I got into the project, because well, the market went down quite a bit, my rewards are paid in BUSD, so they are not affected. Usually you will be getting paid in the token itself, so in this case it will be EverEarn token. And yes, maybe I would get many more of those tokens, but the value of them would be probably much lower than the rewards here, because of course the price of the token went down. While by earning BUSD rewards, I don't have to worry about any fluctuations in the price of the token, because well, BUSD is pegged 1-to-1 to the dollar. So just to sum it up, the new features is the wallet, which I think it's great that it came out. I think it's another step in making the project more complete. Like I said, this is sort of one place where you can find absolutely everything crypto related. The roadmap remains really ambitious. There's a lot still going on. There's Launchpad coming up soon, so that's, I think, really important. And then when it comes to the price action, yes, the price dipped a bit recently, but that's in line with the majority of the market, or at least with the majority of altcoins, especially small cap altcoins. But at the same time, that presents good entry point. And I think that, well, overall, we're just waiting for Bitcoin to establish itself above its bull market support band. And then all of those projects, especially smaller projects, should start going up. And of course, the smaller the market cap, the quicker the project will go up. So it's essentially a really good entry point at the moment. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.